It's finally here. Time to be relevant for streaming scene. And to be relevant means I have to create something cool for you, streamers. And for some time, to do cool stuff for stream means to create something in Streamer.bot. So, this is my first Streamer.bot tutorial, and I have to say that the tool is amazing. But I'm pretty new to that, so please don't mock me in comments if I do something somehow that isn't the most effective way. I'm also learning with you, okay? So what I'm going to show you today, as the title says, it's the easiest and probably the laziest social media rotator for your stream. I just want to show you how to create something like that, and of course you can use it, but you should probably use this knowledge and level it up to create something on your own. Cool thing about that is all that you are going to need is your OBS Studio and Streamer.bot. And maybe you're asking why you should have social media rotator. Well, for your vertical clips, which can be created for social media with one click, as I explained in this video, or maybe if someone else is using your clips for compilations, you won't get some light from their reflectors on yourself. I don't know if that is a good metaphor, but hopefully you know what I mean. And now when your viewers can post your clips directly to TikTok, you should have something like that probably, so you will self-advertise yourself. If someone is using your clips, you want to put that social media rotator somewhere near to your webcam that will tell people, hey, this is this channel. So let's get into that. I'm going to start inside OBS. So I'm here in OBS Studio. First thing we want to create is a new scene. We're going to use something like nested scene. So we will put this scene inside other scenes to use the social media rotator. So add a new scene and let's call it social media rotator. Next thing we want to create is those sources. So I'm gonna click plus and select this text GDI. I'm going to call first one Twitch. I'm going to put my Twitch channel name here or my Twitch channel link here. You can change font and a bunch of other stuff. So I'm going to select something like this, maybe 50. So it's a little bit playful. You can add background. You can create outline. So I'm going to put black outline, maybe size of the 5 pixels, and hit OK. I'm going to create two more. One will be my main YouTube channel and one will be my gaming YouTube channel. So as you can see, I do have those three text sources over here. They are on top of each other. I'm actually going to right click on each one, select transform and center horizontally. So they will be in the center of the screen. Center horizontally. Okay. So now when we do have all those three sources, what I'm going to do, I'm going to turn off two of them. I'm going to keep one on because I'm going to set show and hide transition. So what animation will be when it will appear and when it's going to disappear. I'm going with something really simple. So right click and for show transition, I'm going to select slide. I'm going to select down. So it will go from up down. Right click again, show transition. I'm going to change it for 500 milliseconds. And I'm going to do same for height transition. 500 milliseconds, select slide and select down, hit OK. So now when the source will become visible, it will appear from up down and it will disappear down. So it will be looking like those old clocks that are turning the numbers. And I'm going to do that type of transition on all of those scenes. I hope that you do realize that you can have as many those text sources as you want, or it can be image sources. You can put that many sources, how many socials you want to promote. Okay, now each of them will appear from up and will disappear down. And we have it ready in OBS. We can jump into Streamer.bot and actually set the whole rotator thing. So I'm calling this the laziest social media rotator because it will be only those text sources. But if you want something cool, you can either use some graphic software or you can create something cool inside OBS. And what I can really recommend is Gel Level and his channel. He is doing really cool stuff inside OBS as well, and he does have video how to create the social media pop-ups. I'm gonna put it here and also will link the video into the description so you can... Hey, stop it, stay here. Are you here? Okay, you can go check his video after finishing mine. Now for the Streamer.bot part. Once you are in Streamer.bot, you want to create new action. So add new action. I'm going to call it SM rotator, like social media rotator. Select the action for a trigger. So what we want to trigger it. What I like to do for this rotator is I'm going to add OBS Studio connected. So every time OBS Studio is connected to Streamer.bot, the social media rotator will start working. And now for the sub action. This part is actually pretty simple. Right click, add OBS Studio sources, set source visibility state. So we are just going to make the source visible and invisible. So select the scene, select your source, make it visible. Okay. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to duplicate sub action and once again right click and duplicate sub action, because one source will be Twitch, one source will be YouTube Tuts, and third source will be YouTube Gaming. Now here you're going to add as many sources as you will have in that social media rotator scene. So if you will have like 5 social medias there, you're going to put 5 here. And what you have to do is keep first one visible, second one hidden, and third one hidden. Then next thing what we want to add is add core delay. Now you have to set it in milliseconds, so I'm going to put it on like 3 seconds, which should be 3000. And now, next part. Now we want to make Twitch source disappear and, for example, YouTube Tuts appear. So I'm going to duplicate all 3 sources. Duplicate sub action, duplicate sub action, duplicate sub action. Now we are going to make Twitch hidden, YouTube Tuts visible, and we will keep YouTube Gaming hidden. And as you realized, to appear the third source, I'm going to duplicate delay. So after 3 seconds, it will disappear and the last source will appear. Once again, if you will have 5 sources, you will have to do this 5 times. If you will have 10 sources, you will have to do that 10 times. So Twitch will stay hidden, YouTube Tuts is going to become hidden, and YouTube Gaming is going to become visible. Now I'm going to delay it for 3 seconds once again, and now we want to replay it, because after this delay it will stop. Nothing will happen. The last source, YouTube Gaming, will stay visible and nothing else will happen. So how to make it loop? And I'm not sure if this is the best choice how to make it loop, but it's working and that's the most important. So the easiest way how I found to do this is add core actions and run action. And we're going to select this SM rotator action. And you want to uncheck this run action immediately. So it will run not at the beginning, but when it will reach end. So this basically what's going to happen is all the sources will appear, then disappear, then the action will trigger this. So it's like action inside action inside. You're basically creating infinite loop. Like I said, I'm not sure if that's the best solution, but it's working. So if you set everything correctly, this shall be your result. So every time it will reach the end, the action will trigger itself and it will run in infinite loop. And the last thing that you have to do, you will go to your scene, right click, add source, and you will add scene, and you will select existing social media rotator scene, and you will have scene inside your scene, nicely nested, and you can add this scene to as many scenes as you need, either for vertical or horizontal canvases. And that's it. That's the reason why I call it the easiest and laziest, but hey, it's working. And like I said, you can use it, but I just wanted to show you how to make something like that. Now you have basic understanding and you can create something on your own. Also, I'm sorry, but I have to make self-promo. So I want to tell you that I'm streaming on Twitch and also here on YouTube on my gaming channel. So if you have some questions or want to stop by to chat a little bit or watch me playing some games if my computer can handle them, I will be grateful for following me on Twitch and subscribing here on both channels. And also, you should probably like this video. And how will you know when will be the next stream? Well, it's not on regular basis. The most safe bet is to either X or join my Discord, which looks terrible, yes, I know, but it will be reconstructed, but announcements will still be there. Okay, enough of self-promo. For next video, I actually have this really cool idea to make